Here's what nobody is telling you about Gala games. It's tokenomics. It's the issue around tokenomics. The sustainability issue around crypto gaming hasn't yet been solved.
What's up, Metaverse family? Today we're talking about Gala games, and more specifically, the problem everyone ignores.
On-chain gaming.
This video is sponsored by FTX, but more on that later. Let's get into it. So there was this video recommended to me on YouTube a couple days ago, and I was like, you know what? I am going to add this to my watch later because I think it would be a great video to react to here on On-Chain Gaming, because you guys all know that I am very positive on the metaverse. I'm very positive on the future of crypto games, and more specifically, I am very positive on Gala games. I think that Gala games is a super promising ecosystem, and I think that everyone who's participating in their ecosystem now has a very good chance of being rewarded going forward. But I think that it's also very important for those of you guys who watch this channel to hear some of the other side, because it's never good to hear only one perspective or only one opinion. So one way that we can do that in a way that I think might be super educational is if we listen to another opinion while I can react to it and share some of my thoughts. So I have no idea what the problem with Gala is that everyone ignores that Gerhard Bitcoin strategy has with Gala, but let's hear what he has to say. What is the issue with Gala games that everyone is ignoring?
Here's what nobody is telling you about Gala games. It's tokenomics. It's the issue around tokenomics. The sustainability issue around crypto gaming hasn't yet been solved.
So just starting off 10 seconds in, he's saying that yeah, the issue with Gala games is tokenomics and sustainability. So it sounds like he's going to be getting into something really big here. Like there's some, I don't know, some cliff that no one sees that's inevitably we're all going to fall off of it. That's going to stop Gala from being sustainable. If you guys don't know, I have made a ton of videos about Gala games tokenomics in the past. There is a 50 billion token max supply, and the Gala node owners who are rewarded for supporting the Gala games network hosting all the games are paid in Gala for hosting their nodes, but the Gala payments get halved every single year, so there's a yearly halving, and that's the tokenomics of Gala. Which I think is super sustainable. I mean, when you have planned and reduced supply, it's literally based off of Bitcoin's tokenomics. So I don't know, if there is a long-term inevitable cliff for Gala or something, then there also is one for Bitcoin, because literally Gala was designed based off of Bitcoin's tokenomics. But let's hear what this guy has to say.
Most people play cryptocurrency games to earn money, and that's fine unless you can make this a sustainable model. But right now, there are still issues with this. In this video, we're going to look at several different aspects for Gala games. So we are not just looking at the tokenomics, we're also looking at relative standing within the crypto gaming industry, at relative performance, how is the price momentum doing, and we're not going to look at gameplay of like TownStar or Spider Tanks. We're going to focus on Gala as an investment. Does it make sense to buy Gala now and to hold it over the long term? What kind of risk tolerance do you need?
So it sounds like there's almost two things that he's getting at here, but it's not very clear. One is he's definitely talking about like Gala as a token. Is Gala a good long-term investment? But the other side that I think he's hinting at is the play to earn side. Like, is it actually possible long-term to be able to play a game, farm a token out of that game, and for that token to have some kind of long-term value? Now, one thing I need to make clear, or want to make clear, because he doesn't really make it that clear in this video, Gala token is not one of the coins that you can earn from playing the game. Gala token is the coin that powers the ecosystem, but it's not like SLP from Axie Infinity, where like everyone who's playing TownStar and Spider Tanks and all these games is farming Gala token. Each of these games has their own token that you farm by playing them, and Gala is completely separate. So I don't know if this guy knows that or not, but now at least you guys understand that.
But first things first, let's first look at where Gala is currently at. We are looking at 22 cents per token. Gala is in the top 4 cryptocurrency gaming tokens. So the largest project is Decentraland with a market cap of 4.7 billion.
Personally, I think the fact that Decentraland is the biggest market cap coin is a misprice by the market. I do not think that Decentraland is the most promising metaverse. I'm not saying Decentraland is going to fail, but personally, it's just not one that I'm the biggest fan of. I don't think has the biggest future. So the fact that in 2022 is the highest market cap, that's kind of crazy.
Then we've got the Sandbox, 3.2, Axie Infinity, 3 billion, and then half of that size is Gala Games with 1.5 billion. Now there's 2 games currently live, a lot of other games in development. The ones that are live, the largest is TownStar, and afterwards comes Spider Tank. But there's quite a bit of other games here in the pipeline, all of them with the potential to gain quite a bit of adoption. And so in this...
Personally, for those of you guys who watch this channel will know the one I am most looking forward to is Mirandus, which is a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. And I really believe the play to earn in that is going to work, but let's let him continue to his point.
This way, Gala Games is a bit less risky than, for example, Axie Infinity, because Axie Infinity is just a single game, right? When this game gets less interest, when there's maybe other games that pay more or other games that are more fun, then you've got a problem here with Axie Infinity. And there's only very few games that really have a long-lasting lifespan, right?
To be fair, I guess what he's saying right now currently is true. Axie Infinity AXS coin does only represent their card game. And Gala does represent a lot more games, so it is a more diversified ecosystem. But one thing that I'm not sure this guy knows is the fact that Axie Infinity is going to have a lot more games coming to it. The card game is not Axie Infinity. It's just the first thing you can do with your Axies. And there's going to be a whole like community ecosystem of community created games that you can play with your Axies. There's more games that the Axie Infinity Sky Mavis team is designing for Axie Infinity. So AXS is actually also going to be representing a whole ecosystem of games that are going to be running on the Ronin chain. Let's keep going on this.
Minecraft, there's League of Legends, but most games, they come and go simply because there's ever increasing competition.
Okay, no disrespect to this guy, but I'm actually going to play this in 1.5 times speed, just so we can get to his argument a little bit sooner and hear what the big problem that he has with Gala Games is. Because we don't want this to be clickbait. What's the problem, man? Why is Gala doomed to tell us?
So the concept of investing rather in a development shop with multiple games rather than just in a single game does provide potentially some kind of diversification benefit, right? You're not just putting all your eggs into a single basket. Now, Gala Games does release specific tokens for its game. So we've got a TownStar token that you earn within the game that you can then sell on the open market. The performance isn't too great, right? Once people earn this, they tend to sell this off. The utility of the Gala token itself is mainly related to setting up nodes, right, that run the games, and to also, for example, buy the gold membership that gives you specific advantages in the game. So you can buy NFTs in TownStar that will give you a slight edge over other players.
This guy does actually understand the ecosystem pretty well, as we saw. He just explained it really well there. So gotta give him credit for that, and he did explain that for his viewers.
A bit like a pay to play, or at least a pay to progress within the game. That's being done with the Gala token. Before we go to the tokenomics aspect of crypto gaming, let's first have a quick look at the chart. So this is Gala Games in US dollars, which of course had a massive rally, right? This is from bottom to top, 130,000%. And since this rise here was so incredible, even if you look at the relative performance to Ethereum, we see pretty much the same chart, right? The Ethereum volatility was pretty much non-existent compared to the Gala volatility. If you invest into this at the wrong point in time, right, you have a potential loss of like 86%. These kind of drops, they happened several times, more than 90%. So you really don't want to buy this directly after a short-term rally. You can easily halve your money. And currently we are not in such a short-term rally, right? It looks like Gala Games is kind of...
So this is all fine, tokenomics, that's fine. But well, what's the problem, man? What's the problem with Gala Games?
Doing this quick pumps due to excitement, maybe when there's a new milestone being hit by a launch of a certain game or of a certain feature. And then the attention goes away and the price tends to bleed, waiting for the next big breakthrough. Now, currently, it very much looks like if you do play TownStar, for example, that it does make sense to very quickly get out of that coin. As quickly as you earn it, you probably want to put your money into another cryptocurrency. This seems to be...
Yeah, that might be true about the current tokenomics of TownStar, but I'm not sure that this guy understands Towncoin is going to be getting more difficult to farm over time. And the utility, the uses of Towncoin is going to be improving over time. So hopefully at some point we will see a bottom for Towncoin and we will start to see what its real value is and the ability for price appreciation in Towncoin, I think is going to exist at some point.
Very much deflationary. The issuance probably done via increased adoption of the game. This additional supply, it does depress the price. And this is a very, very constant bleed. There is not a significant mechanism that turns this around. So as quickly as you have it, probably sell it. There really seems to be no...
Until Gala does implement some more real utility for Towncoin currently, the utility that Towncoin does have is it gives you Gala power. And if you guys don't know, without Gala power, you can't earn Towncoin. So kind of you need Towncoin to earn more Towncoin. And like, if you want to earn more Towncoin, you have to hold the Towncoin you already have. And Towncoin actually gives twice as much Gala power as Gala coin has. So that's kind of how they incentivize you to hold Town. At the same time, the Gala power right now isn't worth the price depreciation that you get. So until more utility is added to Town, this guy is right. And I don't know at what point we're going to find that bottom. And if you're trying to get short-term gains or guaranteed gains, then holding it while we don't know what the bottom is, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the smartest decision. At the same time, we could get some new bullish thing announced for Towncoin or some new utility announced for Towncoin, and the market cap is so low right now that you could see it 5x in 1 or 2 days or a week or something. So that's also a possibility. And I think discounting that or saying that like guaranteed Towncoin is going to go down is pretty pessimistic and is not accurate to what we really know about the future, which isn't that much, especially in the short term.
Reason to try to speculate on a price appreciation over here, right? Maybe Gala Games wants to fix it at some point, and if some news come out that give this token more utility, then of course this could revert.
They do,
but with the
and they
current
are.
setup, that's relatively unlikely. So if you hold on to this, if you buy into this, at least follow the news very, very closely. You want to have an edge here. You don't just want to bet on a negative trending chart, right? These charts, they tend to continue. Just because something has come down doesn't mean it has to go back up again, right? Rather invest into long-term positive trends. At least that's how I personally approach this. So let's now discuss tokenomics, or the issue relating to the sustainability of crypto gaming.
He actually does have a point there. There are enough like sure things, or I mean, okay, nothing is a sure thing, but there's enough like really great investment opportunities out there. Like even just holding Gala coin. Gala has better tokenomics right now than Towncoin has. Like Towncoin has a crazy max supply. I believe it's like a quadrillion or something. There's no reason to speculate on maybe like your 5th or 10th highest conviction thing. Oh, when you can put more in like your number 1 or number 2 conviction thing. So that's a good point there. Like invest in things that obviously make more sense and like you're more sure are going to be going up.
When discussing crypto games, I think the most important question to ask is, what's the motivation for putting money in? In the end, crypto games, they can't just create money out of thin air, right? It's a redistribution model. Money enters the system, money exits the system. There's some kind of skill-based redistribution happening. The winners get the money. And so we've got this closed system where we have to follow the cash flows. But what's important here is to see what's the motivation for the cash flow coming in, right? Why does money enter the system? And for traditional games, for most traditional games, not crypto games, it's simply entertainment, right? You want to be entertained. You're not expecting to take out more money than you put in. You're just buying the game, or you're buying a skin of the game. You simply show this to your friends. You want to get some dopamine out of this, and that's it. The money is just spent. That's very different for play to earn games, right? That's very different for things like TownStar. The people that start playing TownStar, they don't necessarily want to get entertained, at least the current player base. They mainly play this to earn money. And that by itself isn't necessarily a bad.
It is possible long term that the model should be called play to own or pay to own. I don't know, some kind of thing that has to do with real ownership. The fact that you can resell whatever item you're buying. Obviously, there is no way that every single person is going to be able to take out more than they put in. That's just not the way that things work. At the same time, the fact that there are going to be real economies existing in the metaverse does mean a lot of people are going to be able to do things that allow them to work in the metaverse. And there's going to be a lot of people, I think, potentially millions, and this isn't like 100 years from now, this is like 10 or 15 years from now, potentially millions of people that are working full-time in the metaverse. I do think this is a real possibility. But I think this is finally the meat. We're getting to the meat of the problem that he has with play to earn games. It's not really a problem with Gala games specifically, I think. He just has a problem with the idea of playing to earn. So let's hear what his full justification is here. I'm going to try not to pause it until he's done drawing his graph.
thing, but there needs to be some kind of mechanism that keeps people in the game. And I've had quite a bit of experience with this, actually. I used to play online poker professionally for several years. And I see online poker as pretty much the first play to earn game, so to speak, right? You put in money over here with the expectation to afterwards get more money out of the system. You did not necessarily play this card game because you like card games, right? You played this card game to get the dollars from other people. And now this is a bit abstracted away, right? You transfer these dollars into some kind of token, and then you earn tokens and you pay those out. But in the end, if we don't look at this conversion, it's simply money coming in, money coming out. Even if the money at the beginning might not be directly from the players, right? It might just be a subsidy of, say, the developer. But still, dollars can't be created out of thin air. And so why did online poker last for so many years? Why was it profitable for such a long time? And why might Gala games, or any crypto gaming platform for that matter, have problems with that? The reason is, once there's money involved in a game, the skill within that game increases rapidly. Because if you've got a casual game where there's no money to be made, then people just treat it casually, right? But once there's money on the table, people really start to get into this very deeply. People spend a lot of time in order to beat the market. People will develop external software to optimize certain strategies. People will discuss strategies. People will pay each other for coachings to become even better. There might even be revenue sharing happening. Whatever it is, there's a real industry developing.
Honestly, some just for fun games get taken so seriously or have a professional scene enough that like people do pay for coaching, and a lot of this stuff does develop. People do use external software. Like a lot of this isn't specific, I think, to play to earn games. I don't actually think this is any kind of like existential problem to play to earn games. Like League of Legends is a perfect example where I actually played professionally for a while. I was on a semi-pro team that received, like, I got a monthly salary, and I did pay for coaching. Like, that is something that I did do. And there was a lot of external software developed for League of Legends. Some of it was allowed. Some of it was eventually like implemented into the game, like some of the objective timers and stuff. But like when people get competitive, when people really like something and want to get good at it, they put a lot of time and effort into getting good at it. And adding the money incentive is going to make people a lot more hardcore gamers, like way more into it than they would have if it didn't have a real monetary system. I mean, that's what makes play to earn gaming cool. The fact that it's like more realistic. Like you take away one more aspect of fakeness and then all of a sudden like the metaverse becomes more real. Like that's the whole idea of the metaverse, is adding additional layers of realism to make these worlds a fuller experience. And that's what crypto gaming is. It's like the next level of fuller experience where wealth that you build for your character in a video game can like pay your rent in real life. Like that is what's so mind-blowing about it. So him saying that people are going to like have very high skills in these play to earn games is true. At the same time, it's not a problem. Let me keep going. I know I said I wasn't going to pause it, but I really wanted to share my thought there.
Around this. And this then causes casual gamers to leave the system at a certain point in time because they simply cannot compete against the professional gamers.
Okay, this is only true if there is not some sort of skill-based system, like a matchmaker rating system, like all competitive games have. So I don't know. This is not, it's not like some issue like, guy, we got you. You guys can't solve this one. No, that's a solvable problem. You can let casual people play against casual people for lower stakes and let people who are really into it play against people that are really into it for a lot higher stakes, and that's not a problem. It's the same way that poker works. You would think that like that analogy would make sense to him since he said he was a poker player. Like there's low stakes tables for casual players, just like there's high stakes players for professionals. Let me quickly interrupt this video to tell you about our sponsor, FTX. Now, honestly, I'm a little bit humbled even that FTX sponsors on-chain gaming. I think FTX is the best crypto exchange in the world right now, and FTX US just launched a brand new gaming division called FTX Gaming. And what is so cool about FTX Gaming is that they literally created this new division to help gaming studios integrate NFTs and crypto into new games. So FTX literally created this division to try and make crypto gaming and NFT gaming, to try and make player ownership happen faster. So that is really awesome. And I'm sure that all the games that, you know, come out using NFTs through FTX's new division are going to be selling their NFTs on FTX's new NFT marketplace. So definitely create an account on FTX using our links in the description. There is one link for the mobile app and then another link for the web app. And using either of these links will give you cool bonuses. Already FTX has the lowest trading fees out of any exchange in the world, but using our links will give you free crypto on every trade and a discount discount on your trading fees. So yeah, guys, I highly recommend using FTX. Support them because they're supporting NFT crypto gaming. Plus, they give you the best experience. Also, they're US regulated. They follow all the guidelines and everything. So completely safe to use them. And it's a great way to start getting into NFT gaming, getting into crypto, getting into NFTs. Do it on FTX.
But why did online poker survive so long? That's because of the luck component within online poker, right? You can play thousands of games and still lose when over the tens of thousands of games you are winning. So you've maybe got 95% luck, 5% skill. And so when you just play for a short period of time, when you just play casually, you might be able to gain money even against the very professional people. And that keeps the casual player in the game. They still have positive moments that give this dopamine hit over here, right? So really what you want is, once you involve money into all of this, you want to make sure that the casual gamers, they still enjoy it even though it's so tough to play. And you can do this simply by randomization, right? By adding a lot of luck here. You could also do this by potentially having different tiers. So this is what happens, for example, in online poker as well, right?
Like card games and stuff, or even role-playing games. Like video games do have some amount of dice rolling and odds in them.
You've got tournaments that are just for a few dollars. You've got tournaments that are in the thousands of dollars. And of course, the higher you go with the dollar amount, the tougher the game gets. But the free games, they're always way easier than the games that involve money. And so crypto games have to find a way to get casual gamers excited about a game. Because otherwise, if you've got a skill-based game that has money attached to it and that doesn't have this luck component, you get this initial rush, right? Because of the subsidy of the developer, for example, or because money from investors is getting used. You get this initial rush where everybody makes money, but the required skill goes up so steeply that nobody that joins the game afterwards still enjoys it. And so over the long term, you only have professional players playing against each other, and the professional players, they do this to take money out, not to put money in. And so the system over the long term dries up. So yeah, potential solutions. Add a luck component, add a component of different skill levels where you can earn different amounts of money, add a component where you're potentially not making money, but where you're spending money on, say, social items, so skins, etc., but where you're really not...
Honestly, I'm not hearing anything in this that is actually a problem that everyone is ignoring with play to earn gaming. Another solution, which he might throw in here, this guy's intelligent. He's throwing in a lot of ideas here. But another solution is just like having a real economy. Like, yeah, skins are a thing, but like if somebody has the ability to craft a sword or something and sell that sword to a new player, which allows them to compete better, like a new player or a casual player may be willing to drop $5 on a sword that makes them more powerful. People do that in casual games all the time, like Candy Crush, people spend $5 in. So the idea that casual gamers aren't going to be willing to support an ecosystem where there is a very vibrant competitive scene is just ludicrous, to be completely honest.
Competing to earn TownStar tokens, for example. But in order to achieve that, you really need to have a game that's very, very appealing. It's a very tough thing to do. And of course, you can always try to get some kind of subsidy in there via advertising, etc. But still, if the casual player doesn't enjoy the game, if it's mainly professionals that really invested a lot of time and resources in it, advertising is unlikely to solve that problem either. And so those are the things I would be looking at. Right now, from what I've seen with TownStar, for example, is that there's not too much luck involved there. You buy the NFT, you build up your city, you earn your TownStar tokens, you get some kind of nice ROI on this because this is just a growing industry right now. But if there's nothing involved that makes this enjoyable for the...
That's true. There is no luck right now in TownStar. It's all strategy and skill, which I think can work for play to earn games. But I think TownStar's play to earn economy definitely needs some improvements. And Gala is actually working on a proposal right now to change how TownStar earnings work. So this is something that's happening very actively. And I think there could be a lot of people in the Gala community betting on Towncoin at 10 cents, reading through these proposals and being like, oh, this is going to be a good change, or this is going to be a bad change. So he was right when he said, if you're betting on Towncoin, you should be keeping up on the news.
A casual player that can make the casual player win in, say, 48% of the times versus the professional, then I think this kind of hype is likely going to dry up. Now, that's the positive thing here with Gala Games, right? They do have a lot of games in the pipeline. Let's simply hope that for those few games, this kind of a dynamic will be considered in a bit more detail. So far, I don't see it yet. Once I do see it, though, I think there is a lot of potential, right? Online poker was very, very large. And if you can transfer a similar kind of mechanic to crypto games, I do think we would have a potential gold mine over there.
All right, I like this guy's video. I'm actually going to give it a thumbs up, even though I didn't agree with everything. I just really like when people put their thoughts out on the internet, and I want to support that. So I'm giving this guy a thumbs up. And he's right when he says that there is a potential gold mine here, because the metaverse is going to be so much bigger than online poker. Let's be real. Because guess what? Online poker is going to exist in the metaverse. So it's going to consume all entertainment. is going to exist in the metaverse. So it's going to be a pretty cool kind of transformation that we start seeing, a revolution that we start seeing. And ownership being secured on the blockchain is just one part of that revolution. It's the part that I'm like most excited about here, because it's the revolution that I think is like the most here, like the most immediate, a transformation that's happening before our eyes. So I'm so excited about it and just want to continue making content about it. So props to this guy for making that video. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, drop a big thumbs up. Also hit subscribe. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure you join the On-Chain Gaming family if you want to stay up to date on all things Metaverse. You can also follow me on Twitter at Jake Browatsky, but I don't make these videos by myself. Nate, my brother, edits these videos. Josh, our friend, does the original intro and outro music and runs our second channel, On-Chain Gaming Clips, which you can check out in the description below. Thank you also to our Patreon supporters for being the producers of this channel. Your support is very much appreciated. And until next time, everyone, have fun roaming the metaverse.